Please don't roll back. Nope. Not gonna let you. Please say the mechanics change. Can we pick this up? Ugh. Dang it. Stop. In the name of physics. No, he's gone. He's gone. Hello everybody and welcome back to Simulate Gaming and welcome back to Goldcrest Valley here on Farming Simulator 17. Now, good to see a lot of you are glad the wheel cam is back. It is staying for at least till people get bored of it again. So, yes. Today what we're going to be doing is, as you can see off camera, I've been doing a little bit of contractor work to get our money up to £93,000 so we can finally afford our baler, and we also need a fertilizer spreader as well actually. So that's the two things we want to buy today. We have this tractor here that's been carting, so we don't actually need this one just now, and the other case that we have is down waiting at the store because Follow Me doesn't exist just yet. But as soon as that's out again, hopefully we can start bringing both tractors down at the same time. So what we're going to do is drive down to the store, but first of all we're going to buy our equipment. So I actually know what we're going to buy now. We're going to go to the baling technology and we're going to buy the red New Holland roll belt 460. So we'll buy that. It's £58,000. There's no upgrades available for this. And we'll go ahead and buy that. Like so. And now what we need to do is get the fertilizer spreader. There we go. And we're going to go for the F2 WS 4000, which is £28,000, which should leave us with about 7 grand. So we're pretty much back where we started, but at least we have some extra gear now. And there we go, 7,282. So what I'm going to do is jump into the New Holland. What is this? An 8340. We're going to jump into this and take this down to the store and collect our new gear. Now, unfortunately, like I just said, Follow Me isn't a thing, so we're going to have to bring them back one at a time. But we only really need the baler today, so hopefully that's all systems go for that. So we'll jump in, and I have, as you can probably tell already, have fixed head tracking slightly. So we're going to reset it. There we go. So I can actually look around properly now. I have gone ahead and fixed it, and it works fantastic. Now, one thing you may notice if you look at my speedometer and petrol gauge and stuff down the bottom corner is we have drive control. It's out already. The game came out today, and drive control is already out, which is absolutely fantastic. We have shuttle mode back. I know it's kind of in the game already, but I prefer the drive control one, and it's already mapped out, ready to go. And I haven't got my joystick working yet, but we do have, if I show you our diff locks back again, and what was the other one? Oh yeah, our different cruise control settings down at the bottom there. Pretty cool stuff. So whoever is the maker of this, I have forgot your name, I do apologise, but thank you for getting it converted so quickly. I didn't actually expect it to come out because the guy is working on cutting crops. So we're going to head out here and collect our... I think we're going to get the baler on this because we need to start baling before we do anything else, and then we'll get our fertilizer spreader shortly. What time is it here? So it's 34 minutes past midnight. I do have the clock mod up in the corner as well. It's not the one that I like, but it should do us until Showtime gets converted or a different version of it gets released. So yeah, head tracking's pretty smooth now. There we go. Look forward and all the good stuff like that. I just came off the road by doing that. So hope you guys are well. There's a lot of good reactions on my first video. I'm glad you guys are enjoying it and glad to see that we're finally back with the wheel cam like I just said. Let's go. Actually, I don't know what the rules are. The traffic laws are in America. We're going to stay in this lane anyway. Pretty sure you're meant to stay in that lane though in America. Well, even in England. In fact, we'll do that just in case people tell me off. It is a shame to see that the mirrors are still useless on this game though. I don't know if you guys can see the mirrors properly, but they're just pointing straight backwards instead of down like they're meant to be. So yes, kind of useless having them. I may see if there's a mirror adjustment mod coming out soon or something. A whopping 26.7 miles an hour here. There's another field there. So we're going to try and avoid contracting work today because we did 2 of them yesterday, and we also started seed drilling. And I assume the guys finished that because we're in... Was he in this tractor or was he in the case? I can't even remember at this point. Views. I'm so glad that Giants have implemented a proper head tracking system now. It's like playing ATS. So much better. It's hard to explain how different it feels. Like I move my head and it moves its head. Don't have to touch the mouse at all. It's amazing. Fantastic. Now, one thing I have noticed about this map, and I don't know if you guys have noticed yourselves, is... can we get into that lane? I can't even turn around on this. I haven't got my quick cam button anymore. Oh, there was a truck coming. Yeah, there's no traffic lights on this map. I don't know if that's because they couldn't bother to code it, or whether it just didn't need it. Wasn't essential or whatever, but... Here we are. Here is our... Move out of the way, love. Come on. Speed shift it. So yes, we're going to... why is the indicator not going off? We're going to back this up and take our baler back right now. Here's the other tractor I said we left up here. The case is there waiting for when we need it. just because I didn't want to waste time bringing up 2 tractors, essentially. So we're going to back this up. Like so. Once again, I really do miss my turnaround button from 15. I'm sure most of you guys are going to miss watching me use that. That's what I was trying to say. There we go. Put it back into forward. And I'm going to reset the head tracking. Hang on. There we go. Takes a bit getting used to this. It's a completely different system to ATS, so I need to adjust my settings actually to make it a bit less sensitive actually. Alright, come on, out you get. Awesome, we'll get our beacons on, seeing as we have a baler on the back. Oh, cool. The baler now has a beacon on, that's new. So for those of you wondering why this is red, maybe you missed my last video, the red New Holland stuff is what New Holland sell for the American market. I'm not sure why it's red, if I'm honest. I'm not sure why they bother painting them red or remaking them red. Makes no sense to me, but that's how it is. That's how we're going to play along. We're going to use the red ones to go with the American market, seeing as we're playing in America, essentially. And yeah, I personally prefer the yellow ones. I think they look a bit better, but yes, we'll keep this one. Eventually, when we get enough money, I do want to swap this out for a square baler. I do prefer my square bales, especially when it comes to feeding animals and whatnot. Look at this, beautiful. Right guys, so we're just coming back to the farm right now. There's nothing coming, we can go ahead and go. 35 miles an hour. This thing doesn't even do that, that's fine. It'd be interesting to see if on multiplayer the trains, when these railings go down when the trains go past. That's interesting, that's something I need to check out on multiplayer. Speaking of which, I have actually tried multiplayer with Landy Kid, Rainbow Dave Gaming, Banky, Silver TV and all that, and it's quite smooth. Well, it's not as smooth as 15, but it's getting a couple more updates and I think we'll be good to go. And I've just missed the turning actually, we needed that turning over there, but I'm going to go through the yard. So guys, I am actually going to be taking the mod list offline off my website soon to replace it with the Farm Sim 17 mod list, of course, because this is a new game. So we've only got room for 1 mod list, so we're going to be... yes, we're going to be replacing it. So we're going to unfold the front of this. We'll get her on. And we'll start baling. This is the first time I've ever baled in this game, so it should be interesting to see how it works, whether it's changed or not. There we go. Ooh, particle effects now. Do like that a lot. So I'm not sure what we're going to be doing with these bales. We're probably just going to sell them, if I'm honest, but we'll see how we get on. I'm going to leave them in the field for now, though, because, tell you why. As I said earlier, my joystick's still not working, so we can't actually pick them up. We could use an autoloader, but we cannot definitely afford one of them. Let's go ahead and lift the front of this up. And we'll go pick another different lane here. We'll do this one, why not? I'm hoping we don't actually get that many bales with this. It's hard to see the percentage on this. 100%, there we go. We'll back up a little bit. And we'll chuck this out the back. What's the new button for this? Have they changed it? Yes, they have. They changed it to Y, which is awkward for me because it used to be O. Or was it X? One of the two. But yes, it's definitely changed. So I need to go ahead and try and map that out if I can. Carry on. We'll just have to keep using the keyboard to unload it today. There's not really that much of an issue. Right, guys. Now, I know I've already asked you guys this, but is that you guys done with 15 now? Or do you guys want to see a bit more of me playing Farm Sim 15? Let me know, because I'm not going to bother making videos if no one wants to see it. But we still have our White Oak Farm series that we haven't closed off, and also our Nasal Farm Extended, which we haven't closed off yet. We've gone on to a second bale here. Looks like we're going to get about 1 and like 3/4 of a lane done per each bale, I reckon. Let's unload that. There we go. Alright, close it back down. I forgot to drop the pickup. Silly me. Let's try that again. There we go. So mods are coming out pretty quick for this game, guys. I thought it was going to be a couple of weeks until we started seeing mods, but no, so there are quite a lot of mods coming out now, mainly scripts. So I think we've got to wait a while for the vehicles and stuff to start coming out. But yes, they're slowly rolling in, and so far they're all good quality as well, so I'm hoping that this is going to be like Farm Sim 13. If you never played Farm Sim 13, at the time, the mods for that were fantastic. We unfortunately lost most of the modding community for 15 for whatever reason. Not sure why, but hopefully we get a good modding community back for 17. And back up again. Awesome. Why have we still got beacons on? We don't need them at all. And away we go. So yes, obviously there is no mod list as of yet for this game because, well, my mod list yet, because I haven't bothered making it yet because I haven't got enough mods, basically. I'm going to give the guys over at FarmSim15 a bit more time before I delete it. But yes, most of these mods are just from Mod Hoster, so there's only a couple out now, so it should be hard to find, but I am going to start making the mod list as soon as possible. I think that's going to be one of my jobs on the to-do list, although I am quite busy today, this week, which is going to be a bit of a tricky one. Right, let's go to one of these lanes over here. And that beeping sound really annoys me. Lower the pickup. I really wish I could turn around, it's frustrating me. Anyway, we'll just follow the lines, why not? And that's us done, we'll pick up the pickup. And we'll unload here. Lower it back down, and away we go again. So I'm gonna... How long have we been recording? Not actually that long, I don't think. We'll do one more lane after this, we'll unload one more bale, and then we'll speed forward a little bit so we have enough time to do our fertilizing, because that's what we want to do as well. Oh no! We need to load the fertilizer manually now, and we don't have a joystick, which is going to be a bit tricky, so we're going to have to use a mouse, I think, for that. Going to this lane here, let's get this side of the field out the way. What are we on now? 92%, 3, 4, 5. 100%. Awesome, we'll lift that up. And unload this. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to do a couple more rows and I'll meet you when we're just about to finish up. Oh, where are you going? Stay. Do not roll back. Please don't roll back. Nope. Not going to let you. Please say the mechanics change. Can we pick this up? Ugh. Dang it. Stop. In the name of physics. No, he's gone. He's gone. Oh well, so let's carry on. Remember to lower this, Simulate. Remember to lower this. Awesome. That's the wrong gear. That didn't take long for me to start getting back into the routine of leaving it in the wrong gear. So yes, I'll meet you guys when we've got a few more bales then. Right, okay everybody, so this is our last row here. We're going to go and do this. Hopefully we can get to the end before our bale is actually full. We've got a couple of bit of scrag ends to pick up, but it shouldn't be too much of an issue. 12.4 miles an hour. We're pretty quick, actually. So we've done this field pretty quick. So now what we need to do is go and collect our fertilizer spreader. Let's go ahead and lift the pickup up. Unfortunately, it's not going to shut up until we fill it. I don't think we're going to, which is a shame. If only we had a tiny bit more left. So we've got a bit of scrag end here. That was hardly anything, and there's a tiny bit here as well, and that's it. We're done. So yes, we're not going to be able to fill it up today, unfortunately. In fact, if we turn it off, it should shut up. Yes, there we go. So I'll take this back to the yard for now. I gotta admit, I'm a bit disappointed by this yard, but I think they've done it on purpose. I think they basically give you a basic yard which you can expand and expand. But yeah, it kind of looks like a gas station at the moment, if I'm honest. Let's go ahead and park this up here, ready to be washed and stuff. And all that good stuff. And let's turn her off. Actually, we need to fold the baler up as well. I forgot to do that. Let's do that now. Awesome. I wish you could empty the baler just like into a pile of straw. That'd be quite good. Maybe a modder might do that one day, where if your bale's not quite full, your baler's not quite full, you can just dump it into a pile or something like that, or even unload it into the bale storage shed, which I know there is one. But anyway, we're going to tab all the way around to the store now. Right, okay guys, so we're back at the store right now. Let's just get comfortable. There we go. And now we pick up our fertilizer spreader. Now once again, we may potentially have to use our mouse to do this. Where's the back of it? So this is the front. I don't know if we can use the mirrors now, they're useless. We'll have to use third person for now. Let's go ahead and pick this up. So yes, we're going to have to, unless there is a normal fill point, we're going to have to use the mouse to do this, I think, because my joystick is not working. Let's pick it up. Let's get our beacons on. And yeah, because you guys have seen me do this once before, I'm going to either skip to the back to the farm or time lapse it, depending on how much time's gone so far. So I'll meet you guys back at the yard then. Right, change of plan, guys. I've just realised something. If we're going to be using this, then we need to get a front loader as well. So I'm actually going to quickly jump back to the yard, get the Ford, and then I think we're going to make the Ford our front loader. I think it's going to be the best thing today. So yeah, we'll go get the front loader, attach the Ford as well, so we can actually use the pallets. And I'll see you in a second. Right, guys, so we've got the Ford here. I keep saying Ford. We all know it's a Ford, but it's actually branded as New Holland. If you don't know about the tractor story, then yes, bit of a twisted one, but this was also branded as a Ford for a couple of years. We're going to go to the sell point, in case you don't know how to do this. So we'll put it in the sell point. We go to the sell marker, and it says sell or customize. We're going to customize, and we want wheel setup wide or standard. So we want to keep the standard ones. I don't really see the point in getting wide for now. And we want the front loader attachment. Yes. £1,800. Pretty realistic price, to be fair. I did just see it shake, which means the bracket is now on, which is pretty cool. And the only problem we have is, do we have enough money for the front loader itself? Oh, we're going to have $82 left. What's the difference between these? 60. Oh, okay. Okay. So that's for the bigger tractors, like a 700 Vario. We don't need that. We're going to go for the small one, which is going to be £5,400. And we also need the pallet forks, which is £800. We're going to have to take out a small loan, I think, which is going to put us into debt. We're already in debt, but still. So yes, we're going to buy this. Main colour. Do you want to make it blue? Ford blue. What one's the closest one to the Ford here? Probably this one, I reckon. Oh, we can't afford the colour. Never mind. So we have to keep it black because we can't afford it. You actually have to pay extra for the colour, which kind of sucks. So we'll buy the black one, which leaves us with $82. And now we're going to go and take out a small loan, which is in the insert menu. No, home menu. Okay, so I found it. It's actually in the pause menu now. So we have to borrow £5,000. Just £5,000 will do, which leaves us with £74,000 debt. Not too bad. We're going to quickly buy our stuff before it's too late. We actually need the bell fork as well, I've just realised. So we're going to buy... for now, we'll just get the pallet fork and we'll get the bell spike later. Actually, we can even get the bell handler. I don't know what it's called. Roll type bell fork. We all know it's called a handler. Oh, that's a handler as well. Whatever. We're just going to get the pallet fork, which is £800. There we go. Buy for £800. Yes. And the reason I'm leaving these ones for now is because there's no way to take them back. If I bought the trailer, then we could have done that, but yes. So we'll jump back into the Ford real quick. I keep saying Ford. I know it's New Holland. You're going to have to live with it, unfortunately. It's a habit. We all know it's a Ford. Right. So let's back up and collect our front loader and pallet fork. It looks a bit too narrow to be a pallet fork. I didn't buy the wrong one, did I? Hopefully not. No, okay, it looks alright now. Got a bit worried then. So we're actually going to line ourselves up with the front loader bracket. We'll try and get it on as straight as we can. So we can do this first time here. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Hammer in. Cool. Let's back up and get our pallet fork. Where's the attachment icon? Where is it? There we go. We'll hook that up and we'll get our beacons on and we'll travel back to the yard again. So I'll meet you guys there. Right guys, so we're just coming back out to the yard now. What I have just noticed is if you look at the steering wheel in the Ford, New Holland, sorry, you see that the Brody knob is in exactly the same place as mine in real life. So that was good guessing, wasn't it? I don't know why the steering wheels aren't straight, but there we go. I just realised something. I hope these are actually fertilizer pallets here, because I did see some pallets earlier. I just assumed they were fertilizer. They could well be seeds. I believe the fertilizer is the blue ones. Let's have a look. Oh, we have a bit of both. Okay. Let's have a look. So that's seeds, and this one, yes, this one is the fertilizer. So we'll go ahead and get this loaded up if we can. Right, just before we do that, what we're going to do is jump into the case, bring it over, and open the top of it. So let's go ahead, boot her up. Come on, power up. We'll swing her around. And what we'll do is we'll turn her off to save on some diesel, and we'll open the top like so. Shame it doesn't animate, it just clicks open, but not a big issue. Now once again, for some reason you didn't hear me earlier, my joystick is not currently working. Issues, basically. We'll have to wait for Giants to patch it out. But for now, we'll just do the best we can. What's the positions of forking? We'll straighten it out. Like so. And we'll see how well we can do here. I'm not very good with a mouse. I've never been good with a mouse. Sorry about the squeak. That's my Brody knob if you're new to the channel. Which is the knob I put on my steering wheel. Right, let's see how well we can do here, actually. I'm going to have to use third person. That was quite good. Did quite well there. For those of you that are new to farm sim, by the way, you can actually use the J and N keys on the keyboard as well if you're using keyboard and mouse. A little bit too fast for my liking. It was a little bit too fast. Let's back this up as slowly as we can because I'm going to assume there's no locking feature. Yep, nope, there's no locking, so we'll take it nice and slow for now. Let's lift this up. Steady. Now, this is going to be my first time doing this. I don't actually know what I'm doing, if I'm honest. I'm hoping it's just a button that we press while we're hovering above it. Why did that just close itself? Open up, you. There we go. And how do we unload it? Oh, okay. It just disappears, basically. So how full is that? That's only 24%. That's an issue. What we're going to do is put one more in. So yes, we don't actually have to unload it like we did in Farm Sim 15 with the big bags mod. We literally just hover over the top, I think, by the look of it. Let's go ahead and lower the loader back down. So we're definitely going to have to get some more pallets after this, because this is our last one, which I'm assuming is just Giant saying, here, this is how you use it. Go play. So yes, that's our next job, is to go and get some more from the store, I think. Come on, lower. Bit. They haven't given you much margin for error here, have they? Right, let's back this up. Once again, I'm a bit gutted about the mirrors. They're kind of useless. They need to be pointed down. If anyone from Giants happens to watch this, please consider that for an update. To actually point them down like real mirrors would be in real life. Right. So let's see what actually happens this time, because I didn't see it last time. Oh, it does animate, as you can see. So that's how it works, guys. It does animate. And that should do... Well, we've got no option. That's all the fertilizer we have, so it doesn't really matter. Let's go and put this down for safety. And we'll turn the engine off. Like so. And we are now ready to fertilize. This is probably going to be the last job of this video, because it's been going for quite a long time. According to my recordings, it's 37 minutes. Let's go ahead and boot her up. We're out on 40... What is that? 49%, I think that says. Really bad colour choice there on the HUD. And we're actually going to be doing whatever field we just planted, which I believe was 14 and 12. But we're going to do 14 first. I think that's going to be the best solution. We seem to be doing a lot of fertilising on this game. Now, one thing I do have to declare for the ultra-realistic people watching, I have, if I go to the pause menu, got this on Fertilizer States 1, and that's purely because of YouTube. If I wasn't doing YouTube, I'd probably have it on 3, but seeing as I have to make videos and entertain you guys don't want to see me fertilize the same field 3 times before we even harvest it. So yes, I put it onto 1, and I've also removed crop destruction, as you can see here. It needs some work, crop destruction. It kind of takes out a massive gash in the field as opposed to just the tyres. So once it gets fixed, I can't even speak today, we will put it back in. But we'll go to the bottom of this field here. We'll swing it around. Go to our next pass. So the reason I got such a big fertilizer spreader to begin with, now some of you are probably looking at this thinking that's not big at all, but don't forget I usually play on British maps, and this is quite big, is, oh gosh, that was the wrong button. Let's just go back to where we were. Yes, the reason I got one is because I've been thinking ahead. So this is going to be a bit better when we get bigger fields and stuff. For example, field number 12 is reasonably big, so yes, once we get around to fertilizing that, this bigger spreader is going to serve us a little bit better, I think. It's actually going quite slow. It's actually emptying quite slow. I thought it was going to empty a bit quicker than that, which means we may have enough fertilizer for both of our fields. So I can't see where I've been. There we go. So there's the line. We still have... Is that either where we've missed it, because we platted this manually, if you didn't watch the last video. That's either when the tram lines from when we had crop destruction, or it's just where we've missed it. Could be both. We'll soon tell when we see the textures on it. Okay. Let's go in. I think we got about 2 more passes, I reckon. Yep, 2 more passes. That's what I'm guessing. In fact, we may. We couldn't. We could technically leave that last pass, but we're going to make sure we get it all. Don't worry about that. Oh yes, it's just where we've missed it. Okay. This is evidence that we did it manually, by the way, guys. We've actually missed a bit. We'll do a bit in cab. Why not? People seem to be asking for in cab a lot now. I used to do just in cab, but people wanted more third person, and now I'm doing a lot of third person. People want more in cab, so I'm just going to do 50-50, I reckon. Is it on? Yes, it is. Well insulated, this cab, that's for sure. We'll just get to the end of here, and that should be us done today. Come on, power up. Is that a bullet hole there? Can you guys see that on the dashboard? Is that a bullet hole? Where is this farm based? There we go. So we'll turn that off now. We had it hide anyway, which is good, because it means we get a bigger spreading width. So I'm going to crack on with field number 12 if we have enough fertilizer left. And it looks like we have hardly used it, actually. So yes, we should have enough. Let's turn into here. Oh, ooh, this might be a little bit too late to do this one. We'll do it anyway. So thank you very, very much for joining me in this episode, guys. If you did enjoy, please slap that thumbs up button. It really does mean a lot and keeps me making these videos for you. Hit subscribe if you want to see more from myself. I have no idea where I'm spreading at the moment. I'm just going to have to guess. So yes, if you did enjoy, please slap that thumbs up button. It really does mean a lot. Hit subscribe to see more. Let me know in the comment section below whether you're glad the wheel cam is back, and we'll keep it. I've been Speedlink Gaming. I'll see you in the next one.